Hi, I'm Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Sheena.
Hi, I'm Weiho.
Hi, I'm Da.
And we are year 2 JLCs.
Yes.
Actually, no. For me, at a young age, I wanted to be an air stewardess with Singapore Airlines.
I wanted to be an actress.
Actually, I always wanted to be a lawyer. I recall in primary 5, my teacher split the classroom in half and then we had a debate.
That's very inspiring. I wanted to be a basketball player.
For me personally, I find it very cool and interesting because as a law student, most of the cases I read were Court of Appeal cases, and so to now be working on or assisting on those cases is quite a surreal feeling. Yeah.
And I think regardless of whether you're in the first or second year, the judges always take an interest in discussing the cases with you, both before and after the hearing. So I think it's in those discussions that you really get an insight into how they prepare and think for the case, and also how they evaluate the arguments that are presented to them during the hearing.
There's also a lot of internal discussions within the JLC batch, and I really appreciate that we can bounce ideas off one another. And then we have experts in arbitration and experts in insolvency like Sheena. So, and one thing that I really appreciate is being able to speak with the judge, whether at the end of the day of trial or during trial breaks. So the judge shares with us how they are able to craft their cross-examination questions differently, and I benefit a lot from that.
And I think beyond like just the cases, the judges also offer advice on future career plans. I've had the benefit of clerking for a judge who was a DPP and a chief prosecutor, and also a judge who had so much experience in commercial litigation.
Advice is study hard as you can.
Okay, but don't just study. I think it's also important to make the most out of your years in law school. I remember the fun moments that I had catching meals with my friends, joining different CCAs. So it was like all of these different activities that really made my law school experience. And I think also just not be too caught up in the rat race and to always run your own race.
That was really good, but yeah, I agree.
And I think if you know you really want something, whether it's a particular mood or a particular CCA or a particular program, if you don't get it on the first time, always try again. You never know when you can be successful on the second try.
As me and Jeremy have a lot of experience cold calling, cold emailing, you should do the same.
Be thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.